Life is hard, no matter how you look at it. In all the perspective you can think about life, life is pretty hard on everyone and for everyone. And I haven't talked much about the emotional sides of life. It's because I've been focusing on just keep going into directions and keep doing what I wanted to do to push myself forward. But it's unavoidable to face the fatigue and the doubts and the whys that you want to keep push yourself forward for. And I think taking the time and space to have a break, to rest, and to restore your perspective and whys are so important for you to keep pushing forward and keep fighting for what you want in life. And as long as we keep going, no matter how slow, in the end, we won't regret it. I know that for sure is because all of the fruits that in my life now has been proven that every time that I don't give up on something that I know is going to be fruitful in the end, every time I push through, no matter how hard it gets, in the end, it's always so rewarding. And it's giving back so much, sometimes than what I deserved. And that's why I know the importance of not giving up. Just don't quit on anything you wanted to do. Because as long as you can push through, in the end, what you get is not only the physical or materially rewards, it's also that confidence that you get about yourself that you have never seen before. You push yourself to another level of endurance and dedication. And from that point forward, you just keep growing to the next level, to a new version of you that you haven't seen before. So yes, I think pushing through and don't give up, never quit, while it's very important, but it's also important to give yourself the time to rest and to reflect on all your reasons why. I think why is so important to keep yourself centered and just keep pushing forward, because you have to have a very, very strong reason to keep going. On the business side, for me, it was that I need to continue my lifestyle to keep working for myself. So no matter how hard it was when I first started my pancake business, after I decided to not do fashion retail anymore, selling fashion clothing, it was just so hard because in the beginning, the location was wrong. So no matter how good the cake tastes, how good the feedbacks from the customer are, the foot traffic is just not enough to sustain me. So I was almost pushed to a point when I have to take a second job to just keep fighting my way out. And in the end, I pushed through, and now I can still work for myself after 2020, the COVID bullshit. And I'm just glad I pushed through, because I don't know how to live my life if I have to get a job again, because I haven't been doing that since I was 30. So that is something uncompromisable with my life at this point. I want my freedom, and that reason why pushed me through everything that I don't know about the pancake business. I wasn't even a great cook, but I can get to this point where I have high customer return and I can still maintain a survival within my own autonomy of my own freedom. It's my reward. And I know I get to what I want at this point with perseverance and just not giving up. I was not good at all at the beginning, but within the periods of 4 years, I eventually get to where I wanted to be. So I just know that whatever you want to do with your life, once you start and you push forward, there's going to be so many obstacles and walls that you have to go through. Sometimes it takes 1 or 2 years, sometimes it's 3 or 4 years, but you have to believe if you only have the will and the strong reason why to push through, you will never ever regret that you make this decision. It's going to be so rewarding. And I'm saying this to myself and to the people who join these conversations, that we all know how hard life is, but I really, really, really rather die on my own swords, on my own decisions, on my own directions and visions than to die on the norms. I'm just willing to fight for what I want. And I know the process and the journey is really already the meaning of it all. Fighting this battle against the will of yourself, sometimes wanted to quit, sometimes don't want to go on anymore. But once you win this battle, the view in the end is just going to be so magnificent and breathtakingly beautiful. So let's have that will to believe in ourselves. Let's have that will to keep pushing forward, keep fighting, not giving up. Be hopeful, but not delusional about our efforts, and be living a well-deserved life with the efforts that we're willing to put in. So I would say it is okay to feel tired. It is okay to take a break. It is okay to take the time to reflect and to reaffirm all your reasons why. But it's never going to be okay if you ever dare to give up on your visions, your goals, or your dreams. Everybody in this world can give up on you, but you can never, ever give up on yourself. Period.